No fear is the feel of my lungs. No light in the tunnel. I'm fighting for my life and I'm giving up TKO. Even though I am surrounded, I still feel alone. But my shadow keeps me company. 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices telling me I ain't good enough. And everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices telling me I'm not good enough. 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices. 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices. And everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices. I'm seeing faces. And everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices telling me I'm not good I'm seeing faces, I'm hearing voices telling me I ain't good enough. And everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces, I'm hearing voices telling me I'm not good enough. 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices. 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices. And everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices. I'm seeing faces. And everywhere I go, I'm seeing faces. I'm hearing voices telling me I'm not good
Oh, let me guess.
Hey, stop.
You Drysdale?
Call me Ransom. It's my middle name.
Hey, Celia, what's the weather in Paris tomorrow?
The weather in Paris will be mostly sunny.
Hello and welcome to the HUAWEI App Gallery Free Fire Showdown. My name is DK and I'm going to be taking you through all the crazy action right here on the screen today. Now, this is going to be an absolutely fantastic event. We've seen the teams, the players participating over several weeks of qualifiers to make it down to this very point right here into the finals. Now, Metal State and HUAWEI are bringing mobile gamers in South Africa an unprecedented Garana Free Fire tournament. That, of course, being the HUAWEI App Gallery Free Fire Showdown. Now, HUAWEI is making waves by entering the mobile gaming scene. A big brand backing mobile gaming, giving it, well, giving the scene the integrity, and people will start to take it serious. Now, just to show you how serious they are taking it, this is the biggest Free Fire competition in Africa to date. Now, this is, of course, with a prize pool being 185,000 Rand in cash and prizes. Now, across the tournament, we've of course seen no less than 400 players registering and participating, looking to make it all the way up to here. Now, moving into today, we only have 12 teams. That means out of over 400 participants, we've narrowed it down to only 48 players. Now, I don't know about you, but that is quite the thinning that we've gone through, and the teams have really been stepping up, showing us who's going to be the best teams representing themselves right here in of course, the HUAWEI App Gallery Free Fire Showdown. Now, this new partnership with Metal State perfectly complements HUAWEI's app and their gaming platform. Now, the HUAWEI App Gallery, which contains thousands of useful apps and games. A major benefit of the HUAWEI App Gallery is the availability, or that, of course, rather, that it is available to all Android devices and not just only HUAWEI devices. So you are sure to be able to access all the games as well as the different applications they have on the fantastic platform there. And now, it is important for big brands like HUAWEI to show their support to the community. Now, it builds trust and shows gamers that they matter, and they have the backing of the brands to whom they dedicate their support. So I don't know about you guys, but that to me really speaks a lot of what HUAWEI is trying to do here. Already putting up such an absolutely fantastic prize pool for the teams here to play for. As we know, the winning team is going to be walking away with a pretty good amount right there in the bank. And of course, to make it worthwhile for the viewers here today, we are going to be running quite a few of those giveaways right here on the streams. Now, our first one that we are going to be starting off with is going to be for your chance to win yourself a HUAWEI FreeBuds 4i. Now, the best way to get that done, as you can, of course, see at the bottom of the screen, is to post a picture of yourself watching the stream. And then, of course, you have to tag Metal State and HUAWEI ZA and use the Free Fire Showdown to enter. Now, where you got to post these can be on social media. You can look all the way over on towards Twitter. You can post a little bit of that on towards Instagram as well. I'm pretty sure you could do it across most social media. So it is going to be quite exciting. Now, apart from the free buds that we are going to be giving away, we also are going to be taking a look at giving away a HUAWEI Nova Y60. Now, we've of course been running this for a little while, so be sure to go look at the Metal State Twitter. There is a post, and of course, that will also be linked in the chat description as well. So be sure to have a look, follow the instructions right there on the tweet to stand a chance to enter yourself for that giveaway for the HUAWEI Nova Y60. And of course, those aren't the only ones. We'll have a few more of those coming through. Now, the winner of the Nova Y60 will be announced after our fourth match. And of course, our first winner for the Free Buds 4i will be announced right after the second match. So, of course, to give you an idea of where we are and what we are going to be going through is we will have 5 games for these teams to participate and play it out to see who will be our winning teams walking away with some absolutely fantastic prizes. But, of course, you as the viewers, as I just mentioned, you can get yourself into that giveaway as well. So be sure to have a very watchful eye, keen look on it towards that chat to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the action. But of course, speaking about the action, we need to have a look and see which teams will be participating here today. Of course, as I mentioned before, there will be 12 of them. So let's hop on over into that leaderboard. As you can see right on screen, we have our participants here getting ready to move up. First team, as we have on the list, there is going to be Yakuza. And of course, followed by the team coming in from the Godly Noobs. We've got the Campers as well as Great Speed. And of course, in the 5th slot, we've got the Expandables. In slot 6, we have a Team Death Path. Of course, the Lost Army over in the 7th slot. We've got the Dream Crashers over in the 8th slot. We've got the Alpha Crew, as well as the Straw Hats, Alpha Pack. And then last but not least, the team called No Problem. So I'm expecting that there won't be any problems just looking at the way these teams have been playing over the past few weeks, making their way through the qualifiers, through the eliminations, and of course, all the way up into the final. So we've seen some absolutely fantastic play, and hopefully we'll see a continuation of that coming in from our participating team. So let us know who you are here to support. Give us a shout out. Let us know which team do you think is going to be the team to walk away with the victory. But I know about you guys, it is going to be an absolutely fantastic time. And we, of course, are drawing ever closer to the start time for our first match. So, yeah, quite a bit of excitement to come on through. So we've got about a few more moments left on the clock. But, of course, as I've mentioned, let me know in the chat who you guys are here to support. Be sure to keep a very watchful eye on the stream chat, as we'll be posting more updates on our giveaways right then and there. So be sure to get in, win yourself a few of those prizes. Aside from the Free Buds and, of course, the Nova Y60 that we're going to be giving away, we'll also have a HUAWEI Band 6, as well as yet another pair of those HUAWEI Free Buds 4i. Now, of course, there will be obviously a few teams that, as I've mentioned before, have been really performing exceptionally well coming through those qualifiers. And one of those teams, in my opinion, is going to be potentially the Dream Crushers, as I think they could be crushing a few dreams of some of their opposing teams here. And of course, looking at the range of names we have, there should be probably a pretty good reason why these teams have chosen those names. Of course, another team that we've seen some pretty strong plays come from is going to be the players there from Alpha Crew as well as Alpha Pack. But who knows? Maybe any of these teams could be stepping up, looking to surprise us a little bit with their performance, and maybe they could be the team running away with that grand overall prize. But of course, speaking of that, we are going to now start to prep ourselves to jump straight into the game. So without much further ado, let's kick this party off and see who will be our first team to walk away with the booyah.
With top local and international tracks to choose from,
HUAWEI Music is my go-to music app.
It's about the beats.
It's about creating memories.
It's about listening to my tunes my way. Summer your way with HUAWEI Music.
Subscribe now and get 3 months free.
All right. Here we are getting ready to jump straight on in. It's our first match. We can see, of course, everyone now just getting themselves ready and prepped up, just limbering up those fingers before we jump straight into the action. So, of course, this is still the time to give us your predictions. Let us know, who do you think is going to be the team to step up and grab our very first Boya. Of course, we'll be having a quick look at that map once we are in the plane to see what these teams have to work with, where we are coming in from. But of course, remember, you as the viewers can still enter yourself into that giveaway for the free bunch 4i. So be sure to post a picture of yourself watching the stream and tag Middle State as well as HUAWEI ZA. And don't forget to use the Free Fire Showdown hashtag to enter. Now, currently, we see our flight path starting all the way down to that southern portion of the map. So definitely the teams will be able to access relatively close regions to this flight path, with those farther away regions like Keratin and Cape Town just being a slight tad bit out of reach. But let's see what mentality these teams are coming into the mix here with today. Are we going to see some absolute brutality? Will they be stepping up and just going absolutely crazy? Of course, we'll be finding out in a few short moments as soon as everyone starts touching right on down. So we are going to be jumping around back and forth, looking for the action. And hopefully we'll find ourselves right on to that position. Of course, we are starting it off right here as our first team touches down. This, of course, is going to be the players coming in from the side there. I believe these are the Straw Hats. Are looking to push on in, growing through their looting phase. Now, as we know, the looting phase is quite essential, as the players will have to find their weapons of choice, get themselves all ready, set, and geared up to roll before they get into any of these potential engagements. So let's see who will be the first one to do exactly that. Right, so yes, our first team here is going to be the Straw Hats. As we jump a little bit further on, just cycling through everyone, looking to see if we'll have any action. Good old friend Mr. Blank over here, getting himself set up. So now currently we're going to be looking for a little bit of that control to see who will be stepping up. Right, so here we go. Everyone are rolling up. Of course, the players here from the Straw Hats find themselves all the way up in towards Graveyard, as we can see on that mini-map. But will we have them push up into a potential engagement? Of course, we've got several teams in the vicinity. 11 teams still left to move on through. So we don't see any action just yet. But hopefully we'll be able to jump straight on into that. Let's see now. Right, so let's give the players here from the Straw Hats a moment to get themselves settled and ready to roll before we maybe get into a little bit more of that action. All right, so here we are, of course, moving up in it. So one of our other participating teams, looking to see where they're going to be going through. Of course, they find themselves all the way up in towards the Rimnam village, positioned over in towards the southwestern side. This being the players from the Lost Army. Now, a very interesting position indeed for them to be starting in. We're going to be waiting a few more moments to see where our first zone is going to be appearing. But there we have already a few hits starting to come in that kill feed. Of course, our first safe zone is going to be forming over in towards that southwestern side. So in here, we'll have areas like Clock Tower in play, as well as the hangar, not to mention Rimnam village. We currently see the players here, of course, from the Lost Army making their way on through. Don't forget to enter yourself into that giveaway while we wait for the action to happen as the teams are now making their way on through. Now, what's good about this first initial zone is we're going to have those teams starting to reposition and relocate, looking to get themselves a little bit closer to the action. course, at the end of the day, they are going to be playing across the 5 maps here, the 5 matches. So who will be the one to step up and claim that first initial Booyah? I think the first team to grab themselves that Booyah will get off to a pretty strong start. And that, of course, will do absolute wonders with regards to the team mentality. Just building them up, getting them ready to push even further. Oh, here we go. Getting ready for a bit of a launch. Oh, look at Mr. Blank flying there straight into observatory. A good quick reposition, just making their way on through, looking to see if they can get into any of those additional loots. Of course, the rest of the team are going to be looking to make their way on up, just a little tight bit further away. Of course, over in towards Riverside, which is over towards that eastern edge. We see the players all making their way on through. Everyone now just looking to find the ideal approach. Of course, Alpha Pack is the team that I'm referring to on towards that far side. But now we look to see who's going to be the next one to move on in. Alpha Pack, as we can see right there, have lost their first player already. That is going to be Glock Boy. So they are now down to only a 3-man team, which of course is Diablo, the Goat, and Flakka. So 44 players still remain. But I'm liking the approach coming in here from the teams. Taking a very calculated approach. Of course, we see L2K now coming into the kill feed there, finding a quick little head on through. That is one of the players from the side there of the Dream Crushers, as I've mentioned before. One of the teams to look out for. As we know, both L2K, RHU, Neon, and Snipe, they've been really building themselves a name, a reputation, not only in the qualifiers over the past few weeks, but just in Free Fire in general. So as we make our way through this first initial phase, it is going to be moving up once again. And that will bring with it quite a bit of excitement as the teams then start moving closer to each other. And we'll be having even more of the action starting to make its way on through. For the meanwhile, we'll have the players here from No Problem now over on towards that far off angle side. We can, of course, see them positioned over in towards the southeastern side of the map. Looking to just try and get ahead of that blue zone. Or rather, the zone closure. As we know, the zone closure does do a little bit of damage as we progress further and further through the game. The amount of damage goes up exponentially. So the players can't really afford to spend too much time out of that safe zone. You can, of course, see the players here from No Problem having no problem making their way back into the zone itself. Continuing to push a little bit further on up. Karma, the first one to touch down. Reckless, hard on their heels. The rest of the team soon to follow. But now the question comes, is it going to be clear right up ahead of them as we have Mars Electric right up in front of them? Maybe we could have a little bit of company positioned. But here we go. So many teams still looking to make their way on through. We've got a few teams positioned all the way over in towards Hangar. We also have teams moving in from that eastern side. So the players there from the Godly Noobs all the way over on towards that far eastern side now, just moving up from peak. So we don't really see many of these teams being in too close proximity to each other just yet. Of course, we've already seen one of our teams getting sent on back. I believe that was the team called the Campers, as they are now camping out of the lobby. But with that, the players there over in the Godly Noobs find themselves in a little bit of an exchange. We had a few hits already getting fired off. We'll look to see if we can jump into any of that action. But as we now see that zone closure coming further and further forward, the teams will have to keep a very watchful eye on where they are with regards to the zone itself. So second phase about to come into play, and with that, the zone just shifts further and further inwards, now centering up quite beautifully towards Hangar and Clock Tower. Now, Clock Tower is quite the point of contention a lot of times for these teams, so there could be quite a bit of action to unfold in that particular area. As we can see, of course, the players here from No Problem, they are relatively close to that as they are making the approach towards the zone coming in from that southern side. But as we jump a little bit further onwards, of course, now the players here from the side of Alpha back, we have them right there fairly close to the strip. Now, just east of them, or rather a little bit towards that southeast side, we've got the players there from the Godly Noobs also moving in, wandering around, looking to see if they can find the best approach to get back up. Of course, Block Boy has been rest, but with that, we see the first hit come through. Predator, of course, now looking to pick up those confirms. So the Godly Noobs off to a really good start. Meanwhile, Alpha Pack are going to be continuing to push further and further forward. They've almost made it all the way up in towards Clock Tower. Now, we've seen in past matches a lot of teams liking to kind of funnel up into Clock Tower, so it could potentially be quite the hot spot, as we still have several teams spread out through the entirety of this map, with only a few players getting sent back for the time being, and only one team actually getting sent away back into the lobby. But the shots now coming in. Oh, we can see Zane up in the kill feed, finding yet another hit. Not quite sure if it's been confirmed just yet, but we have been reduced down to 42 players. And now, with the teams getting ever closer and closer together, it's just going to be a matter of time before everyone starts finding each other. They are definitely going to start running out of space pretty soon. If we look at this current position where we have the players from Alpha back, we know just a little bit over towards that western side, of course, that there is yet another team position. That is going to be the players from Great Speed. So could we potentially maybe see those hits come through? We don't know yet. We'll have to wait. Reckless bringing up a bit of a bold move here. Just trying to clear up the edge. Ooh, does spot someone up ahead. Wiggly now looking to get back. There we go. The shot starting to fly on through. Oh, could this be the play for No Problem? Already the first hit comes in. With that, the confirms follow through as well. I believe, in fact, that this is the players coming in from the side of the Dream Crushers. But will that be all she wrote? Oh, of course, the players here from No Problem, having no problem with bringing in those kills. Already 2 on board. With that, we see a few more confirms now coming through in the kill feed. We have been taken down to only 39 remaining hopefuls. The zone, of course, shrinking once again. So just under a minute left for these teams to get themselves into those favorable positions. Oh, this is where the excitement is now starting to build. 40 players alive. They are running out of space. There is not going to be enough space for all of them to make a bit of a stand and potentially get those plays going. Because we've got several players now starting to just rotate their way on through, looking to set themselves up quite favorably within the safe zone. That means that Clock Tower is going to be a really contested position. Meanwhile, No Problem are still going to be continuing their way forward, just wrapping around the edge of the zone, ensuring that there's no one potentially moving in from behind them once they start making their way back in towards the zone itself. Got that drone also just holding in the air right up ahead of it. Also, the zone could potentially be quite interesting as the players now continue to push further and further forward. Of course, the Straw Hats picking up yet another hit. 38 players. Let's see, will we have any of those reses come through? Clock Boy and the rest of the players here from Alpha back now just sneaking their way in behind Clock Tower. Oh, the hits definitely going to start flying up now. You've got so many hits making their way on through. Ooh, Bread Boy gets eliminated. see those shots now coming in. Oh, just a little bit over on towards that southern side. All right, so Glock Boy just scouting it out alongside the rest of the team. Already the numbers have been reduced down to 35. Oh, those UIVs not getting ready once again. Well, we see that play come through from Alpha back, keeping a very watchful eye now, as we can see, positioned up towards the northern side. We do have a few drones in the vicinity as well. So this could definitely make things quite entertaining. Here we go. Yes, of course, the shots are continuing to fly up ahead. Tripper does get taken down in the process. We've seen the players there from Death Party also showcasing quite a bit in the kill feed already, as we saw Madma coming in with a few hits not long ago. The shots will, of course, continue to fly over in towards that northwestern side. Oh, there we go. Boss does pick up that beautiful hit. Of course, Glock Boy gets knocked right on down as L2K steps up with the hit, picking up through the window there. Now Death Path right up ahead. The shots flying right in towards him. Come on. Oh! Down they go as the players there from the side of Death Path step up. Already sitting on quite a few confirms for the team. As you can see, 7 kills have been locked in so far. Now the team's all trying to lay that foundation, trying to get themselves set up as they make their way through the 5 matches here today. Of course, we can see that zone just shrinking once more, heading over on towards the western side. But this is where chaos is going to start erupting, as we still now sit with 17 remaining players. So many already being sent right on back. But, well, the players from the Death Path are going to continue to push on forward. The heads coming straight on through. You see Chucky coming in with a beautiful hit right there. Oh, Aladdin coming in with a nice avenge shot, trying to just even out those scoreboards. But it's looking pretty tight. 12 remain. That is all we've got to work with. Oh, so that is just a little bit over 2, in fact 3 full squads now getting set to fight it out for control of the zone and looking to claim themselves that Boya. Up comes Shrek, putting the hit straight on in. Lost Army looking good. 4 kills on board, as we can see. Tristan now having to try to wrap around, get back into the safety. Oh, the hits continue to fly. Come on. Nicely done, but a quick reaction coming through. As Tristan gets sent away, it is now down to Ethan to try and keep it all together, to fight it out. 5 players remain with that. Oh, Sexy Boy steps up and claims the Boya. Absolutely fantastic play. Absolutely crazy, crazy performance coming in from the teams here. Of course, the players there from Lost Army finishing off in a very, very strong position, taking a beautiful shot right there up in a pole position. Of course, you know, we got to lock in those scores as well. So, you know, yeah, to see where exactly everyone has finished up so we can update all the scores. But absolutely fantastic, fantastic start for the players there. As I mentioned, of course, Lost Army taking the first Booyah for us there. And with that, a pretty close finish right on their heels. That, of course, coming in from players there of Death Path, if I'm not mistaken. Some pretty impressive numbers. But, you know, that is just the way we roll and how these teams roll. Of course, first match done. Now we have 4 more to go. So while we prep ourselves for the next few matches, of course, be sure to stay tuned. We're going to be jumping into a quick break. So see you guys back in a short few moments.
The all-new Huawei MateView GT.
The 21:9
34-inch ultra-wide screen.
Extreme curved surround view.
With 165 Hz refresh rate.
There's just so many things you can do on it.
You can do multi-screen collaboration.
Connect your phone.
I can even watch Netflix.
It will lead you into a gaming experience like no other.
Shock your senses with the dual speaker stereo field.
Dual mic intelligence sound pickup.
and, of course, noise reduction.
As well as the sound bar.
Oh, and don't get me started on the super cool touch control volume and lighting adjustment.
Beat your best with the ultimate gaming features. Front sight assist,
Depth field control,
And multiple display modes.
it's on another level, man.
Huawei MateView GT.
Surprising vision.
Breaking the horizon.
Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before.
Oh, let me guess.
Hey, stop, stop.
Hugh Drysdale?
Call me Ransom, it's my middle name.
Hey, Celia, what's the weather in Paris tomorrow?
The weather in Paris will be mostly sunny.
Hello and welcome back to the HUAWEI App Gallery Free Fire Showdown. Now, our first match already done and dusted. An absolutely amazing start there. And we saw the players, of course, there from Death Path stepping up and really bringing home that buoy right there at the very, very end. But of course, now we are going to be prepping ourselves to move into our second match. So hopefully this time around, we'll have a little bit more, well, action as the teams are getting ready to push right up towards each other. So, of course, well, we're going to get ready right there with the action. But of course, be sure to get your entries in for the HUAWEI Nova Y60. We'll be announcing our winner at the end, or right after the fourth match. So be sure to head on over. Of course, all the details, as you can see right on the bottom of the screen. You're going to head over onto Metal State's social media. Follow the instructions, and with that, we are going to be jumping right into a quick break before we return with the action of our second match.
With top local and international tracks to choose from,
HUAWEI Music is my go-to music app.
It's about the beats.
It's about creating memories.
It's about listening to my tunes my way. Summer your way with HUAWEI Music.
Subscribe now and get 3 months free.
Right, so here we are having a quick look at that leaderboard. Of course, the players there from Death Path taking that pole position for the time being, sitting on a grand total of 31 points with 11 Elams coming in. Lost Army and Dream Crushers hard on their heels, 7 Elams apiece. Of course, 26 points going to Lost Army, and the players there from Dream Crushers on a grand total of 20 points. But without much further ado, let's hop straight into the game to see what is going to be going down as everyone is making their way on through. Of course, we see quite a few players now already starting to drop right on down. The team right here with us currently making their way through this, of course, being the Straw Hats as they drop towards the strip. So now we're just going to have to wait and see again, once this looting phase has concluded, where that first zone is going to be popping up and where everyone's going to be going on to find themselves into a little bit of that action. Of course, as we can see currently, we are just making our way through our respective teams to see where everyone is at, where they're going to be moving up into. Currently, we're watching the Dream Crushers on screen. This is one of those teams I pointed out that we will have to keep a very watchful eye on. But based on how the players there from Death Path have been performing in that first initial match, they could also be quite a force to be reckoned with. But of course, only time will tell, as we have now just started our second match. 3 more to go. Quite a bit of action still up ahead for us. LTK now just trying to make their way on through as well. You see Big Dad and the rest of the squad here also now just getting ready to move on in. We currently have them positioned down up in towards that clock tower area, this being the players from Alpha Crew. So there's going to be Big Dad, Grizzly, YOLO, and Nixels to maybe, ooh, we'll have a few hits. Of course, Grim sneaking a quick one into the kill feed. Let's see. Will Yakuza be able to bring any more kills in? Oh, Lost Army right there alongside them. Whoa. A little bit of a tricky start already. The players coming in for the side of Yakuza, sitting on 4 kills. So definitely a good start to the second match for them. As you can see, Rater and the rest of the players now just making their way on through as they move up and around. It's going to be Rater, Breadboy, Grim, as well as Life. All right, so, of course, here we go. Our HUAWEI Band 6 winner is going to be Death Raven. Congratulations. Absolutely fantastic one. Death Raven, Death Raven ZA winning themselves the HUAWEI Band 6. Of course, the mods will be in contact, so be sure to check all those whispers and messages coming through. But of course, with that, we are going to be continuing with the action as we look to see where these teams are going to be rotating up towards. You've got only a few more seconds remaining on the clock until that first zone does appear. But for the time being, the players here from Yakuza are going to be making their way on through as we jump over on towards the Godly Noobs. This, of course, will be Zane, Tripper, Leader, and Predator. Currently all the way down in towards the southern side of the zone, as well as the map positioned currently in Mars Electric. Just looking to secure any and all loot they can before making their way into the zone. And who knows, maybe we could have a bit of a turning point coming through. Of course, the players here taking that 7th place, only managing to find 3 confirms in that first round. So will they be able to find any more? Of course, the Godly Noobs now looking to maybe just finish strong on that overall leaderboard. But they are having to contend against several of these opposing teams. We still have 43 players alive. And now, as we look onto the players here from the campus, we saw them, of course, getting sent out fairly early. Oh, into that first match, the Straw Hats also now trying to hold on to the observatory. Nerf Me finding 1 confirm in the previous match. Will we see any additional hits coming on through? Of course, it is going to be a fight for control. Oh, we've got a few utilities getting sent over as well. So it's going to be Shao and Nerf Me to try and hold on here. A quick strategic repositioning coming straight on in as the players continue to advance their way further and further through the map. Of course, the Straw Hats now just trying to secure a decent position, but with that, Xiao gets taken right on down as the Midnight comes in swinging, picking up a very cheeky hit right then and there. That, of course, the players from Great Speed acting with great speed as they move right in behind the Straw Hats, stopping them almost dead in their tracks. Of course, the players there from No Problem. We also see now in the kill feed getting themselves into a little bit of an engagement already. 1 kill on board for them. But they are going to be fighting all the way over on towards that far southeastern side of the map, almost on the complete opposite. Let's see now. We got Ducky and Co. making their run here. The Expandables looking to expand their reach as they move up around that southern side. Mars Electric, of course, just up ahead of them. And as I mentioned before, we do have that fight, of course, now going on over between the players there from No Problem. They're holding up their defensive line. We see Karma coming in with yet another shot right in the kill feed. Oh, those walls being so important. It's, of course, being the players here from Death Pass, our victors of our first match, taking home that beautiful first booyah. With quite a few confirms on board this time around. We've only been able to find 1 kill collectively. That, of course, being awarded to Ethan. But Mad Max now, trying to take aim, finds the opportunity just up ahead, but gets hit right on down as Reckless steps up with a beautiful shot. Now, Aladdin just trying to ride that magic carpet right back up the hill to get back into the safety of the zone. But the players there from no problem, looking to defend their position. Now, this could potentially be a pretty good play here for Aladdin, seeing that he's already made that rush to get into zone, trying to get ahead of that zone shrinking as well. But the players there from no problem, of course, still holding up. Now, as we jump over towards the team here from the Dream Crushers, we look to see whether or not as we know, in the first match, they finished up in 5th place, accumulating 7 confirmed, 7 eliminations. This time around, it is looking a little bit tough, as everyone has now loosened up, warmed up, and are ready to roll straight up into the action. Of course, several hits more now coming straight on in. As we can see, the players from the Expandables in the kill feed and right on the screen as well now, just enjoying the loot as they've been able to claim yet another point. That, of course, being their first point, with Wick being the one to grab that confirm for the team as they continue to make their way along that southern edge of the zone to see if they could potentially sneak their way on into any of those potential engagements. Of course, 38 players currently on the map. Wick bringing in a little bit of an ambush. But no need, as that zone is about to close all the way on up, and we'll see our next phase just continue to shift back into the center. But here we go, Wick now looking to get the second confirm in for the team, taking a little smidgen of damage. Repositioning to find the angle, does get a beautiful shot right on in and does pick up Predator. There's a plays there from the Straw Hats. Oh no, sorry, not the Straw Hats. That, of course, is the players there from the Godly Noobs, I believe. Finding themselves in a little bit of a predicament. It is now down to Zane and Tripper to see if they can hold their own. Of course, now they are currently just positioned a little bit further up towards the north, so it could be a pretty safe position for them to go in. But, well, we do see the players there from no problem now stepping up, looking to cause a few problems of their own. As the Expandables continue to advance further and further through. 2 confirms now on board for Wick. Zane coming under fire as well as he gets taken right on down there by Gold Mr. Blank. And the rest of the players from the side of the campers. But look at this position. Just look at this angle. There we go. That is what we want to see. The shots now starting to find their way on in. Beautiful hit coming through. Blank gets taken right on down. With the trigger finger, they're finding head after head, and with that, sending the entirety of the campers to camp out the lobby a little while longer. So, absolutely beautiful play coming through here. But will we now see Grim, Breadboy, Rater, and of course, Life continue to move on as Yakuza find quite a few points already. As we can see, Rater sitting with 5, Breadboy has 2, Grim has 1, and of course, Life sitting on 1 as well. So that is a grand total of 9 for the entirety of the team of the Yakuza. But now as we jump right on over on towards No Problem, you can see them now. Heading into zone in style. Making their way on through, coming in, of course, from that Potchanock position, which is currently over in towards the southwestern side, southeast rather. 28 players remain. Abdul Trying to get a little bit closer to peak. Let's see if this could be the potential angle for them to move into. Oh, but it is going to be contested as No Problem are also currently positioned right here. The first hit finding its way on through. Well, we see Raider now looking to push in a little bit more. No Problem, only sitting on 5 kills. Raider, as an individual, already sitting on 5. Not to mention the rest of the scores for the rest of his team. Let's see now as we have the players from Great Speed. So just positioned a little further away. But Grim and the remaining players here from Yakuza now. Just disengaging, trying to get a little bit further down towards that southern side. But No Problem, won't let them go just yet as, oh, Grim is getting caught out in the open. The hit comes through. Oh, absolutely crazy play as Karma and the team steps up for No Problem. Looking to clear them out. Yakuza now down to 2. It is going to be Raider and Life. Oh, you can see the rotations up ahead. As No Problem continue to make a bit of a run. But No Problem looking pretty strong. They still have 3 players up. Grim, of course, now getting summoned once again. Ooh, up comes the hit. Life quickly deploying that wall. Ooh, look at that shot. It's finding its way in towards them. Oh, down goes Raider now. So will this be the play? Oh, okay. The hit's not stopping just yet. No Problem. Not going to be letting them get out of this one all too easily. Well, the shots being fired. Come on, Yakuza, and No Problem trying to face off here, looking to send the opposing team right back into the lobby. They are hungry, they are eager to pick up those booyahs. Oh, what was that? It all comes down to Grim to try and hold on for the team. Let's see what is going to happen here. Life now slowly bleeding out. Grim, a good, fantastic position, in fact, right up ahead, in it towards that zone. Oh, we saw Karma just coming in the kill feed, getting taken right on down, but now the pressure is on for Grim. Raider trying to do a little bit more of an aerial assault. RHU coming through there for the Dream Crashers, finding the head straight in towards it. Of course, don't forget to, well, head on over and enter yourself to potentially stand the chance to win that Nova Y60 as we continue with the action right here on the screen. Expandables trying to get the hit. Oh, there we go. Nice shot coming through from Wick once again. Already 4 kills on board. Expendables really finding themselves in a very tricky position. They got an opposing team right up ahead of them. Wick now trying to sneak their way forward. See the opponent just holding off on the edge. Oh, those drones getting deployed as well. Now, of course, the element of surprise goes right out the window. Oh, sheer aggression as our final 12 players now fight it out for that much highly sought after rather booyah to come straight on through. But as we look at our remaining players, of course, the team there from Yakuza has been reduced down to only 1. It is going to be Raider holding on for dear life, currently sitting on 6 confirms. The Expandables making their way on through as well, still rocking the full squad. And then, of course, they are going up against the Dream Crashers. The RHU Neon. Oh, come on. What's going to happen here? Oh, Deku trying to laser the hit straight on in. Beautiful, beautiful play. As you can see the position of most of the players here. The drone now quickly getting dealt with. As we are now down to the Alpha crew, the Dream Crashers, as well as a few stragglers here and there, not to mention the players there from the Expandables, looking to assert their dominance in this remaining zone. Oh, but look at this. Dream Crashers taking quite a bit of a beating. Gets the res in. L2K trying to hold on, but up comes that zone, closing furthermore having to reposition back up in towards the safe zone. Will LTK be able to make it? No, Wick puts them right on down. Now we are down to only 8 remaining players. It is going to be the players coming in from the Expandables to go up against Alpha Crew. Oh, look at the strafing. Look at the plays. It is down to Wick. Is he going to be able to hold his own? Oh, no, the hits come in. And with that, the Alpha Crew sends them right back into the lobby. So we are down to only 3. It is going to be Rater coming in for Yakuza. Oh, but he gets taken right on down. And the Booyah gets sent right on over. Absolutely fantastic stuff. What a way to finish off that second match. Just sheer excitement as these teams continue to impress us with their performances across the board. Of course, well, the players there from, I believe it was Alpha Crew, finishing exceptionally well, just sneaking their way on in to that Boya. What a way to finish it off, as I've mentioned already. But of course, well, you know, it is going to be that time once again. We've already seen a few of those giveaways getting handed out. Be sure to get your entries in for the HUAWEI Nova Y60. Of course, we'll have a few more to come. Of course, we are going to be having a quick look at our HUAWEI Free Buds 4i winners as well. So be sure to keep your eyes glued as it is appearing right there on the screen. And it is going to go to Probula. All right, so well done. Congratulations to Probula for winning yourself the HUAWEI Free Buds 4i. Of course, keep a watchful eye out. The moderators will be contacting you to get in touch to get your prize right to you. So, yeah, as we said, absolutely great play. Once again, we are going to be jumping into a quick break, so be sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you back in a short few minutes.
The all-new HUAWEI MateView GT.
The 21:9
34-inch ultra-wide screen.
Extreme curved surround view.
With 165 Hz refresh rate.
There's just so many things you can do on it.
You can do multi-screen collaboration.
Connect your phone.
I can even watch Netflix.
It will lead you into a gaming experience like no other.
Shock your senses with the dual speaker stereo field.
Dual mic intelligence sound pickup.
And, of course, noise reduction.
As well as the sound bar.
Oh, and don't get me started on the super cool touch control volume and lighting adjustment.
Beat your best with the ultimate gaming features. Front sight assist,
Dark field control.
And multiple display modes.
It's on another level, man.
HUAWEI MateView GT.
Surprising vision.
Breaking the horizon.
With top local and international tracks to choose from,
HUAWEI Music is my go-to music app.
It's about the beats.
It's about creating memories.
It's about listening to my tunes my way. Summer your way with HUAWEI Music.
Subscribe now and get 3 months free.
Hello and welcome back. We're getting ready to jump into the action of our third match right here on the HUAWEI App Gallery Free Fire Showdown. But before we do any of that, let's have a quick look at where our leaderboard currently is, where the teams find themselves. Of course, we can see we have a pretty neck-and-neck positioning coming through between the Expandables and the Dream Crashers, both teams sitting on 45 points apiece, with Alpha Crew hard on their heels. They're on 44. Death Path, the team taking the Boya on our first game, now getting moved all the way down in towards that 4th position. So, as I mentioned before, Death Crashers as well as Alpha Crew is going to be one of those teams to watch out for. Of course, now we look to see what the players there from Dream Path are going to be doing as we get ready to move into our next match. Of course, you can see everyone else starting to make their way on down. This is game 3 of 5. And it is getting pretty close, of course. Well, there is quite a bit up for grabs. There is quite a bit on the table as the teams now start making their way on down. First up, we are going to be starting off right here with the players from the Straw Hats. You can see that being Nerf and the rest of the team. Nerf, Blank, and Xiao. And I can't pronounce the other name. But of course, well, we'll just make the most of it. We'll call him Bob. Thanks, Bob. All right, so let's see who's going to be the teams to step up and claim the Boya moving into this third match. Now, the players here from the Straw Hats finished up in 9th with only 1 kill being awarded to them. But of course, well, anything could still change as they make their way through this match. Now, currently on screen, we have the players here from Great Speed. Of course, no problem, already starting to cause a few problems as we can see them lighting up that kill feed. But that is what we're expecting to see. Teams coming in with a little bit of that hot drop action. And already, no problem has been reduced down to 2 players. Of course, we know a few of them can still potentially get someone back up into the game. The Straw Hats are going to be looking to find it out as well as we hop over now on towards Midnight and the rest of the team here looking to get a little bit on the aggressive side. Players here from Great Speed. Ooh, looking to see if they can find anything on Aladdin. Finding a quick shot. And the players there from Death Path also stepping up with their very own aggression. Dream Crashers. So just featuring up in the kill feed. As you can see, RHU already sitting on 2 kills. L2K right there alongside them. So RHU now carrying the team, coming in with those first 2 hits. But could we see any more come through as they have a little bit of opposition positioned up on that hilltop? So got to be quite cautious with their approach here. As those walls, of course, now will start dissipating. Oh, but the shots definitely won't stop just yet. As RHU is now getting rushed. All right, so L2K also not getting knocked. Oh, come on. RHU trying to hold on for dear life. Would he get it? Oh, yes. Does pick up the knock. Would he get the confirm? Hopping the wall for some safety, as we can see Ethan now getting sent away. So already the players coming in from the side there of Death Path are going to be looking to make a bit of a play. Mad Max, of course, still positioned on the high ground. But it does seem like RHU is going to try to reposition and just wrap around. So it is going to be Mad Max and Aladdin for the side there of Death Path going up against the players there from the Dream Crashers. Of course, now, well, as we look on it towards the Lost Army, they are lost all the way over on towards the Rim Num Village. Doesn't seem like we've got anyone in the vicinity. Of course, it is going to be Starboy, Coco Pops, Sexy Boy, and Shrek. So some really interesting names coming in right here. But with that, as we can see, of course, 37 now still alive. Death Bath. I'm going to be looking to see if they can move up and potentially put an end to the Dream Crashers as they are frantically moving around. Meanwhile, no problem, are advancing their way up towards the safety of the zone itself. As you can see them now just making their way straight through Plantation. There's going to be Karma and Abdul. Of course, Abdul is positioned quite far away, all the way over in towards Observatory. Now, Observatory is on the edge of the zone. So there's definitely going to be some room for improvement on that front. Meanwhile, as we jump over on towards Yakuza, you can see them holding up relatively close to peak. Oh, they have a little bit of an opposition right here alongside them. Will we see them now look to get a little bit aggressive, pushing forward? Oh, come on. What's Grim going to do? We see the aggressive push rather come through. Raider just up ahead. Bread Boy now moving in as they start wrapping their way around, trying to find the optimum angle to come in from. But where will they go? Ooh, here we go. A few hits now continuing to fly straight on in as Boss steps up, putting a very swift end in right there. Of course, with that, already a few points on board for the players here of great speed as they've now been able to claim 3 confirms. But will they be able to wrap it up all the way through as they hold this position towards Mill? Still have some distance to cover to get a little bit closer to that center zone. Currently, they are secured within the zone itself. I'm just enjoying a little bit of the spoils of victory. As you can see them all the way over on towards that far northern side of the current phase. So we're still sitting with 36 players alive. RHU now just playing a serious case of hide and seek. Of course, as we jump a little bit further onwards as well, we remind you of your entries to stand a chance to win yourself the HUAWEI Nova Y60. So head on over to Metal State's social media, find the post or tweet, and follow the instructions to get yourself entered for the draw. We'll be announcing the winner pretty soon after the 4th match. So be sure not to miss out on that absolutely fantastic opportunity. Meanwhile, we're going to be looking at the players here now from the Expandables. Moving their way on through. Lost Army, positioned up in Clock Tower. This time around, Clock Tower is actually outside of the safe zone. So they won't have too much to worry about as they make their way on through and continue to push further and further towards the zone. We're seriously hoping that Shrek would be having, you know, some of those pointy ears, as that's kind of what the name suggests. But, well, sadly, he doesn't. As we jump over on towards RHU, as I mentioned before, playing a serious case of hide and seek. Is going to be the lone survivor for the team here of the Dream Crashers. So 37 players still making their way on through. Midnight does get a quick hit snuck in there, all the way over towards great speed as they continue now to advance even further and further forward, moving from that riverside position. But here we go. RHU prepping up for the push. We now see Big Dad and the rest of the team holding up here for the Alpha crew. Only one confirmed for them so far, but of course being awarded to YOLO. But they're very close proximity to where we saw the players, of course, not too long ago, that being the team coming in from great speed. So I'm not quite sure whether or not Alpha Crew is just keeping a very watchful eye on them. But definitely the players there from great speed, they haven't ventured far away just yet. Now as we look over towards the players here from the Straw Hats, you can see them relatively close to the danger zone, but with that comes a few plays as well. They do have an opposing team pulling up right there alongside them. Nerf Me now leading the assault as they push forward, looking to find the confirm. Oh, frantically scanning the area. Does spot a potential opportunity up ahead, but also take into consideration that the danger zone is right up ahead. Come on, here we go. Nerf Me looking to push in. We can see that red dot on the mini-map. Oh, that could mean a little bit of action, but also a few more additional points on board for the Straw Hats. Currently, they are sitting on 2 kills in total for the team. .39 players now currently on the map. The next phase has shifted once again, centering up between Mull, Keratin, as well as Peak. So that in and of itself will be giving them quite a few complications. The teams as they continue to make their way on through. So you can see those numbers now continuing to rise as those revives come through. Teams bringing their players back to life to continue the fighting. Here we go. Now, Straw Hats taking a slow, steady approach. Of course, the team here from Alpha back also now just trying to play this as cautiously as they can. Trying to set themselves up ahead. Essentially trying to find themselves right in the receiving side of the teams rotating up into the safety of the zone. Meanwhile, the Dream Crashers now back up into fighting form. As we see RHU Neon now just rotating into that center zone. The Snipe and L2K positioned elsewhere. Oh, but here we have it once again. The shots now continuing to fly. Come on, Predator getting right up into the action. Oh, Leader steps up with a beautiful assist there as the Godly Noobs now look to add a few more points to the board now, getting their players back up into fighting form. Predator just testing his weapon, making sure that it works. There's no potential misfires with that. Of course, Tripper gets sent right on away. Already 3 confirms on board for the Godly Noobs. Will they find any more? You see Predator now getting pretty eager to get aggressive. Ooh, does spot a potential angle up ahead. Will this be an easy confirm? No, he's moving up to get the res, but with that, Leader gets sent away. Oh, Predator coming under quite a bit of fire. They're now up to Predator and Zane. Oh, look at the bounce. Those walls now just saving Predator's butt as he looks to reposition. Find his way back into the fight. Zane, of course, now getting knocked out as well. Oh, Karma comes swinging on through for the side of No Problem. This is going to be a pretty tough call for Predator. Oh, he gets rushed and gets sent right on away as No Problem steps up with no problem whatsoever. Adding a very comfortable amount of kills to them. Karma already sitting on 5, as we can see. We got Shawon sitting on 1 and Reckless sitting on 2. So that is a grand total of 8 confirms for No Problem so far. Still 34 players left. So that does present quite a few opportunities for the teams to continue to push their way up that leaderboard, raking in those confirms and points as they continue to move further and further forward. Of course, now this is where No Problem needs to be careful, because right behind them, we've got yet another team now moving up. As you can see, Shawan trying to take aim. Karma and Reckless right there with them, but the fight will be taken rather indoors. They continue to move up. Oh, a little bit of a jump shot, but what a hit that is. Finding its way right onto No Problem now on the defensive as they look to hold on and fortify the compound. Karma and Shaw, or rather Reckless, now the two remaining players, but with that Karma, oh, gets taken right on down. Up comes the players, of course, now from the side of Alpha back, looking to capitalize on the chaos. As I Am Hacker has the only point for the team. Will he be able to get any more done? Oh, the Straw Hats also now in the fight, but with that, I Am Hacker gets taken right on down. Please note that's only his name. But of course, yeah, Diablo now continuing to move on through. Let's see where the rest of the team will go as the players here from Alpha back to continue to push on in. 21 players now remaining. You see a lot of teams now having their numbers start to dwindle. But will the GOAT and Diablo be able to make a stand for their team? Of course, we did see Midnight just then up in the kill feed there for the side of Great Speed, as we can see the rest of the team now moving through. Ooh, this is what we want as the heads continue to fly on in. We also saw the players there from the Dream Crashers finding a few hits in the kill feed as well. But now, as we look onto the team here from Great Speed, we see them moving in and along that northern side, trying to block the advances of any of the opposing teams. And with that, of course, oh, they do succeed in doing exactly that. Midnight already sitting on 4, Kin sitting on 2, Boss also sitting on 2, but they're not going to be stopping there as Kin locks in the third confirm. The blue zone, or rather the zone itself, starting to shrink once again. We're going to be moving up towards the next phase. We now sit with 11 remaining players. Oh, but Midnight and the rest of the team are on an absolute roll, sitting on 11 confirmed eliminations so far. And still looking pretty strong with everyone up. Of course, now Boss getting knocked right on down, but the shots come through. With that, Ken gets knocked right on down. And we're into what could potentially be one of our last few engagements. Of course, opposing them is going to be, well, the GOAT, as just to mention just one of them. Oh, here we go now. Scott and the rest of the players trying to hold on for dear life, but the shots come in with a beautiful off-angle play here. The GOAT steps up to claim those hits, sending them right back into the lobby. But now, oh, the GOAT finding yet another hit. So far looking good as he sneakily moves around, and with that gets taken down. Of course, the Booyah. Oh, getting awarded to Puppy and the rest of the team. Yet again, absolutely fantastic stuff coming in here. The teams definitely not disappointing as they make their way through the match here. Insane stuff once again. So I got to say, I mean, match 3 done and dusted. Game 1, game 2 was pretty exciting. Game 3 also not disappointing whatsoever. Now we still have 2 more matches to go. So I have no idea who's going to be the team to claim that top position, as everyone is stepping up and fighting so aggressively to try and lock in those potential positions and points as they continue to advance forward. And I believe this was the campers, actually, that won themselves the Booyah in this last match. So well done, well played. And of course, with that, we are going to be inching our way ever closer to the break to get in, before we rather get into our 4th match. So on that cue, going to be jumping straight in. Be sure to stay tuned. We'll see you guys back in a short few minutes.
Oh, let me guess.
Hey, stop, stop.
Hugh Drysdale?
Call me Ransom, it's my middle name.
Hey, Celia, what's the weather in Paris tomorrow?
The weather in Paris will be mostly sunny.
Sun on my shoulders, illuminate me now. Out from the shadows, somewhere beyond the clouds, swimming in circles, fighting against the tide. Under the surface, finally coming to life. Quiet revival, feel it in my bones, drifting for miles, lost with no sight of home. Waves breaking, unraveling in my mind. I'll let the race take me, finally coming to life.
The all-new Huawei MateView GT.
The 21:9
34-inch ultra-wide screen.
Extreme curved surround view.
With 165 Hz refresh rate.
There's just so many things you can do on it.
You can do multi-screen collaboration.
Connect your phone.
I can even watch Netflix.
It will lead you into a gaming experience like no other.
Shock your senses with the dual speaker stereo field.
Dual mic intelligence sound pickup.
and, of course, noise reduction.
As well as the sound bar.
Oh, and don't get me started on the super cool touch control volume and lighting adjustment.
Beat your best with the ultimate gaming features. Front sight assist.
Depth field control.
And multiple display modes.
It's on another level, man.
Huawei MateView GT.
Surprising vision.
Breaking the horizon.
Hello and welcome back. I just want to say, I don't know about you guys, but that Huawei MateView GT looks absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't mind having about 7 of them. But of course, we are going to be prepping ourselves to jump straight into the action of our 4th match, as we've seen the first 3 looking pretty spicy. Now, speaking about spicy, we are going to be having a quick look at that leaderboard to see where the teams currently find themselves. And right up in pole position, we see the Dream Crashers holding on with 64 points. Just a few points behind them. Of course, 6 points behind is going to be Great Speed, sitting on a grand total of 58, with the Expandables sitting on 50, as well as the players there from Alpha Crew. So some really strong players. We can see, of course, the players there from Alpha Crew having their base placement sitting on 1, Lost Army on 1, Campers on 1. And now we wait to see who's going to be the next team to step up and claim themselves the Booyah. Of course, speaking of which, here we go, jumping straight up into the match. And with our flight path, of course, starting, well, over in towards the southwestern side, heading across. And now this is the exciting part, once again, where we look to see where the teams are going to be dropping, where that zone's going to be popping up as well. And of course, be sure to keep a very watchful eye in the chat there, as, you know, we are getting ever closer to announcing our winner for the HUAWEI Nova Y60. I believe that will be happening right after this match. So be sure to, of course, take a picture of yourself watching the stream. Oh no, that was before for the free bet. My bad. I'm on the wrong one. I'm just so excited to see who's going to be walking away with the Nova Y60. But either way, of course, be sure to head on over to Metal State's social media and follow the instructions on the post to get yourself entered into the draw for the HUAWEI Nova Y60. But well, for the time being, we are going to be paying a very watchful eye to these players, as we do have the players here from the Lost Army positioned up in towards Rimnam Village with Sexy Boy finding themselves in a little bit of a tricky spot. Oh, some unwanted visitors coming straight on through. But of course, with that, Sexy Boy gets knocked right on down as Criminal, the smooth Criminal, just swoops on in, and with that, puts an end to old Sexy Boy there. But let's see now who's going to be the one to step up. Of course, Criminal is coming in from the side there of the players of the Campers. We saw not so long ago landing themselves that ever lovely Booyah, as we now head on over towards the Straw Hats. They, of course, positioned over towards Speak. But here we are. The good old Campers. Looking to see if they can do even more damage. So far, already having 3 confirms on board. Getting quite aggressive, as we saw there. Moving in, just clearing out the position, or rather the compound, for themselves, leaving good old Starboy to fend for themselves. But fortunately, it does seem like Starboy did make a bit of a run. Sorry, I'm running out of English here today. But yeah, we'll have to see whether or not Starboy is going to venture all the way back towards Rimnam Village, as that seems to be kind of the thing that they're looking at right now. Of course, Death Path, as we can currently see on screen, also just heading on through. They position all the way over towards Sentosa, which is over on towards that southeastern side. And of course, here we have the players of the Godly Noobs, Zane, Tripper, Lead, and Predator. See Predator looking so excited. Got the crown on and everything, as well as the first confirmed kill for the team. And maybe we'll see a few more of those come through. Predator now trying to assert some dominance in the team here. Not quite sure whether that's going to work or not. But of course, well, we do know that the players there from the Lost Army are also positioned relatively close to that Rimnam Village. As we look over on towards the team here, good old Boss and the players from Great Speed making their way up in towards Shipment. I believe that was a Shipyard, rather. But let's see who's going to be the team to step on up. You see that the hit comes through on Starboy in the kill feed as well. But Shipyard does seem to be a relatively safe spot for the time being. As the players here from Great Speed make their way on through. They do have that blue zone in their favor as well. So if any of you don't know what that means, it's increased loot. It's a good spot to be. Like almost like a bullseye. Quite the favorable spot to get that looting going as well. So you can see the players here now starting to make their way on out. Great Speed from flying up into the map. A little bit of a show off coming in here from Ken as well, showing us that you can indeed fly and shoot all at the same time. And as we move a little bit further on, we do have the players here from the Expandables positioned over in towards Hangar. The hangar is way down over on towards the western side of the map. So there is quite a bit of a distance between these two teams. But of course, we have a few more hits now finding their way up in towards that kill feed as well. We just look to see where our next little bit of aggression is going to be coming from. And of course, as we jump straight up in towards the players here from the Straw Hats. Oh, we see them now trying to dance around. Oh, look at that. The hits come through. Predator looking to get quite aggressive once again. Oh, but will Blank and Nerf Me now be able to avenge their teammates? As you can see, they are currently positioned towards Kota. And of course, Cape Town just being a little bit over on towards that eastern side. I think this is the only game that has a city in from South Africa, which is called Cape Town. If any of you don't know that, I'll be a bit worried. But now you do. Free Fire has Cape Town in it. Doesn't look the same though. It's a little bit different. A little bit. But now for the time being, we're going to be looking right here at Predator. Looking to see whether or not Leader and Predator are going to get even more aggressive. The shots already starting to be fired. Doesn't seem like the Godly Noobs are going to be stopping anytime soon as the shots find their way on through. Leader picks up the confirm. Oh, the wall gets taken right on down, but Tokyo comes in swinging. Up comes Predator. Oh, will he be able to clutch it out? No, Nerf Me steps up, and with that, the Straw Hats send the Godly Noobs right back to where they started, which of course is the lobby. But let's see now who's going to be doing what. Oh, there we go. Boss now going at it once again. Plays there from great speed, not going to be stopping anytime soon as they push even further forward with that, finds the head. See Criminal also now just getting sent right on away. Oh, here we are. Here we are. The Expandables looking to expand their reach down towards that Rimnam village. But of course, they need to focus their efforts on getting back into the safety of the safe zone. For the time being, just hanging around, just waiting to see what's going to happen and whether or not they could potentially maybe find a few more points. Oh, look at Deco. Oh, there we go. Why wait around for your opponent if you can just move out and go find them, pick them up, and maybe even potentially send them right back. Oh, a little bit of a cheeky play coming in there from Deco as he gets taken right on down. Now it is up to Wick and Chucky to try and hold on. Of course, Tokyo now about to potentially get rest up. As you can see, Tokyo is now back up in fighting form. Wick getting ready to push even further forward. So Wick and Tokyo now having quite a bit of distance to cover to make it back into the safety of the zone itself, to get away from the damage that the zone shrinkage is bringing towards them. As we also know, it is going to be dialed up exponentially the further and further we get through these phases. As you can see, he's still sitting with 38 players alive. Well, currently on the map, as we know, a few of them can be returned. And with that right on cue, we jump back up to 41 players. But let's see now. Will the players here from the campers be able to make it back and potentially maybe grab yet another booyah, as they do have quite a bit of ground to cover. That zone now shifting all the way over towards that far eastern side, towards Keratin, Cape Town, Kotatua, as well as the Mill. But the zone is about to finish its shrinking. We'll see the new one forming up, and oh, it centers up towards Keratin and Cape Town. So now the teams will have to cross all this way. Fortunately for Boss, Ken, Scott, and Midnight, they are positioned just north up in towards the Mill there. And of course, just a quick reminder about that Nova Y60, the HUAWEI Nova Y60. Be sure to go find the tweet or post on Metal State's social media and follow the instructions to enter yourself into the draw. Stand a chance to win yourself a Nova Y60. But of course, no problem. They'll have no problem as they make their way on through towards the northern side of the zone, just rotating away from Keratin. But here we go. Oh, Big Dad steps it up right there in Kotatau. Adding yet another point for the team already, as we can see Big Dad sitting on 4 kills, taking out Nerf Me and the rest of the players there from the side of the Straw Hats. Of course, now Straw Hats have been reduced down to only Xiao. But unfortunately, it does seem like Xiao is quite some ways away from where the rest of the team was positioned. Meanwhile, the Alpha crew are going to be rolling on forward Trying to clear out the edge of zone. You see Grim now also there finding a quick hit up in the kill feed. Oh, and that of course means that the players from Yakuza getting into a little bit of a fight. Life ne, just holding up here in Cape Town. Sounds so strange to say someone's in Cape Town, but here we are, getting ready to move. Life, Rater, Grim, Bread Boy. So far, being able to assert their dominance and establish themselves in the compound. For how much longer, seeing that we still have 38 players, well, 37 now, still remaining. Who's going to step up, trying to push them out of Cape Town? Well, of course, the zone could greatly assist in that, as we do see a zone closing up once again. We'll see the next phase forming momentarily. Ooh, Neon picks up Scott. So the fighting is far, far from over. Of course, Neon is coming in for the side there of the Dream Crushers. You can see the players here now still from Yakuza, holding strong in Cape Town. Waiting in anticipation to see where that zone is going to be moving up next to. Up comes Grim. Oh, no problem. Having a nice swing at things once again. You can see that kill feed now just going absolutely crazy as no problem. Are just getting in those confirms left, right, and center. Of course, there is a little bit of opposition. Our position right here in towards Cape Town. As we saw the players there just up ahead. That will be the team coming in for the side of Death Path. Meanwhile, ooh, it is looking pretty chaotic as the players continue to make their way on through. Of course, the campers still on their way. They might have been down, but they are surely not out just yet. So we have said goodbye to a few teams. Of course, the players there from the Expandables, not in the match anymore. The same going for the Godly News. But look at that. The players from the Death Crushers not just going to town. The Lost Army getting reduced to 1. The Straw Hats getting sent away. And with that, we are down to 25. Big Dad now searching frantically, looking to see, figure out who is making noise. Oh, there we go. Welcomes them in with a little bit of noise of his very own as the shots start to fly on through. Big Dad already sitting on 5 confirms. Will he be making that 6? Surely going to try as he puts yet another head across. Come on, those pesky walls in the way. You can see a little peak coming out on the ridge line. But the Alpha crew, oh, picks up yet another point. RHU also coming in for the Dream Crushers. Finding those hits, and I love this section in the game. The teams all in such close proximity. So we're going to be seeing quite a few fights now coming through. Several players about to get sent right on our way back into the lobby. Only 23 currently on the map. You can see a few more, of course, just up on the hilltop there. Oh, the Dream Crushers come in swinging. Blacker gets eliminated. Look at those marks lighting up the screen. Come on. Big Dad now trying everything into their arsenal to try and get on through. But here we are. Eltsugay picks it up. Now this is what we want to see for the Dream Crushers. Come on, the hits are continuing to fly in. A look at that northern side of the zone. That could potentially be no problem positioned right there. They are still riding on a full squad. Yes, they are indeed up in the north. Ooh, Abdul now comes in swinging as well. Taking the lead for the team, sitting on 3 kills. Individual performance. Up comes Neon, also sitting on 3. Will this be the play? Will we see Neon potentially? There was a bit of a dent into the side there of no problem. The Dream Crushers look to crush a few dreams. Oh, there we go. The knock comes in. The utility's getting sent out. Come on. Oh, Neon having a bit of a saving grace. Just narrowly missing the hit. But with that, of course, the shots come straight on in. It is down to L2K to hold on. No problem. Now looking to clean house. it all comes down to L2K. No problem, only losing karma in that exchange. Beautiful trade-off coming through with that, of course. Raider does find a quick hit up into the blaze there of the campers. It is going to be only damage now, left to take a little bit of damage or potentially avoid the damage as the shot comes in. The wall comes up. Oh, look at that trade-off, and with that, the campers get sent back. No problem. Having no problem surviving this phase as they still run with their full crew. All 4 players still up and able to fight. 9 kills for the team so far. But will Abdul be able to find any more? Few hits coming in behind him now. Oh, it's going to be tight. 6 remain. 3 players coming in for the side of no problem. That means they're going up against the 2 players coming in for the side there of Yakuza, which will be Life and Raider. And that should also then have... Ooh, we have a few stragglers in here as well. That, of course, is going to be the players from the Dream Crushers, as L2K and Snipe are still in the mix. There's going to be a 3v2v2 play for the finish. The hits come through. Abdul gets a nice hit on towards Snipe. Oh, was that just now the Dream Crushers having their own dreams crushed? Yes, indeed it was. So no problem now, still on a beautiful roll as we see Abdul getting taken down. It is down to Reckless and Shawon. Oh, there we go. Come on. Reckless with a trade-off, and down he goes. Leifner steps up to claim the victory for Yakuza. Absolutely beautiful play coming in. Oh, man. See, this is what I love about Free Fire and the action here is there is no way of predicting which team is going to be the team to step up and claim themselves the Booyah. So far, we haven't seen one team getting a back-to-back Booyah just yet, but it has been absolutely amazing. So, yeah, of course, the giveaway. Oh, all right. So there we're going to have another giveaway in the game 5 as well, which will be another fastest fingers first. So be sure to keep your eyes glued on that. And of course, I'm just waiting for a quick bit of confirmation. Will we be doing the announcement of that Nova? Yes, indeed, we will. So, well, keep your eyes glued. We'll be having that out, and it is going to be on screen as well as it is there. You can see it right now. So the HUAWEI Nova Y60 winner is going to be... I'm not going to try and say that. Well, you saw the name. I have no way of... yeah, if that's you, just keep an eye. The mods will reach out to you to get in contact to get that phone to you. So big congratulations to that name, which I can't pronounce. Just a heads up, I suck with names. So if it's not an easy name to read, I'm probably not going to say it. So we'll call that person Todd for now because, well, why not? But of course, well, big congratulations there to XOTWOD_ZA. Well done. Congratulations for winning yourself the HUAWEI Nova Y60. But on that, we are going to be jumping into a quick break. It is almost time for our final match. Be sure to stay tuned and we'll be back in a short few moments.
With top local and international tracks to choose from,
HUAWEI Music is my go-to music app.
It's about the beats.
It's about creating memories.
It's about listening to my tunes my way. Summer your way with HUAWEI Music.
Subscribe now and get 3 months free.
Oh, let me guess.
Hey, stop, stop.
You Drysdale?
Call me Ransom, it's my middle name.
Hey, Celia, what's the weather in Paris tomorrow?
The weather in Paris will be mostly sunny.
Hello and welcome back. It is time to get into our final match of the day to see who is going to be the team to walk away in that pole position. Of course, well, some pretty amazing prizes up for grabs, as well as we've already been handing out. We've got free buds going out, free buds for as well as the Band 6. We also gave away the Nova Y60, and I believe there's another surprise giveaway coming in this very match. So be sure to keep your eyes glued to the chat as well as the screen, as it should pop up somewhere. We don't know exactly where just yet, but of course, speaking of popping up, we need to look at our leaderboard to see where our teams currently are. And, well, as we can see, the players there from the Dream Crushers are sitting up in pole position on 92 points. No problem. Right behind them on 78, with Alpha Cruise sitting on 74 and Yakuza on 73. Great speed, also fairly close to them on those 69 points. But definitely a runaway performance coming in so far from the players there of the Dream Crushers, with 32 eliminations in just our first 4 games. But of course, it is time to head into our final match of the day as we start to make our way on in. Everyone now pretty much already having touched down. Already, we got the GOAT coming in, swinging there as we saw that head coming in. And of course, that means that we have a few teams in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, but the GOAT now quickly getting put right on down. The players there from Death Path looking to step in, and with that, Ethan comes right on through for Deathmoth to put a quick stop to the advances. But will that be enough? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, we know that the players can be resummoned, let's call it that. They can be brought back into the game and revived. But for the time being, we are sitting on 40 players currently active. We haven't had any one particular team getting sent away as of yet. We do have a few hits, a few casualties here and there. And speaking of casualties, we're going to be looking at Flacker here, trying to do exactly that. Trying to find those hits. Of course, it is looking pretty tough now as the Glock boy is getting shot, taking a few hits. Oh, there we go. The shots now coming through as, of course, we see the players from the side of the Expandables getting the knock. Flacker ambushing their way, sneakily moving around, trying to get some extra loot before getting spotted and potentially running into a bit of trouble. Meanwhile, we will see the players from the Straw Hats also moving in to this blue zone. And we could see both teams clashing pretty soon. Oh, there we go. The shots already coming straight on in towards Flacker. He gets spotted and knocked right on down. And now it is all up to I Am a Hacker to hold on for the rest of the team. Of course, now I Am a Hacker has decided to, well, not be all too close to the rest of his team, as Hacker is positioned much further up towards the north, towards that plantation position. Meanwhile, as we look A little bit further down towards the southern side of the map, we have the players here from Alpha Crew. Moving closer towards that Rimnom village. Meanwhile, of course, we'll have the team now currently on screen. Oh, it is going to be the players from the Expandables getting hit so hard as the Straw Hats sneak in behind them. Oh, this looks to be a little bit tough. Chucky, I think he dropped a 5 rand or something. Look and see if you can find it. Maybe it rolled down the hill. Oh, no, it's the lobby. That's what it was. But of course, with that, it is now back to the good old Wick to try and maybe get the rest of the team back into this match. We can see Ethan there from the side of Death Path, lighting up the kill feed once again. Already 3 confirms being brought in by Ethan. It's a good show of aggression. Alpha Crew now holding close to that Rimnom village themselves. Let's see if they find any potential players near them. Of course, the GOAT has been brought back to life. You saw them there for a quick moment on the team's list. I'm quite curious to see who's going to be the next team to potentially get sent away. Of course, the players there from the Lost Army are relatively close. We can see Shrek just trying to move up as well, positioned closer towards that factory side. But need to be careful because, as we saw, there's another team coming in from behind. Oh, here we go now. Ethan and the rest of the crew now trying to bring in a few more hits as Death Path trying to lay the path to the demise. Oh, look at those hits, though. Aladdin doesn't even need a magic carpet. They can just go. But, of course, there we have it. Quick new giveaway as well. Be sure to, well, it is going to be the first person to type Huawei in the chat will win themselves that. I'm probably too late with it already, but whichever way, here we are. More giveaways. If you're the one who won, well, good luck. I hope you have a name that I can pronounce. Otherwise, I shall not call you Todd. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Meanwhile, as we look to see what these teams are going to be doing, it does seem like Ethan and the rest of the players here from Death Path are going to be moving forward. Oh, we did have a nice hit coming in there from YOLO from Alpha Crew, bringing in their first point. Of course, Big Dad bringing in 4, and Nixel also landing on 1. So that puts them on a grand total of 6. We pop over to the players here from the Dream Crushers. We haven't had their own dreams crushed in this match just yet, but maybe they could look to make another crazy run. As we know, they are pretty well positioned on that overall leaderboard. Now it's all going to come down to who will be the team to step up and potentially maybe surpass them, challenge them for that pole position. Whoop, the whole team now launching themselves back up into the safe zone. Up, and away! Sniper comes flying in with a katana. I would have loved to see a sniper in Snipe's hand, but we can't have it the way we want it. We can't have it butted on both sides. Meanwhile, the players here from Death Path are making their way up in towards Riverside. Riverside, of course, being quite some distance away from zones. We can see the safe zone just to the south from their current position. This time around, the zone has decided to move up in towards that southeastern side. The campers, of course, up in towards Mars Electric. Wow. We got Crikey, Papi, and Damage. Already 3 confirms on board for the team there. Oh, we see a few more shots now coming into that kill feed. As only 28 players on the map. for the time being. We've seen several teams already getting sent away. So Death Path has been sent back. Expandables have been sent back. And then, of course, the players coming in from, well, the Lost Army. They've also found their way back into the lobby. The same can be said for Alpha back. So we only have a few more teams left to fight it out. Because if we look up to Big Dad, Grizzly, YOLO, and Nixel, they do have a little bit of separation coming in for the team here. YOLO all the way down in towards Rubnam Village, with Big Dad and the rest of the squad now positioned up in towards the factory here. I'm not quite sure what happened there, or whether or not that was a planned approach from them. But it could be potentially a little bit of a costly play there, as we can see Grizzly now taking quite a few hits. But they're slowly trying to play that position up in towards factory. They do have a little bit of opposition there. Meanwhile, the players here from the Dream Crushers are going to be looking to surf the zone along that northern side as we jump back onto Grim. For the players there, of course, of Yakuza. We saw bringing in one of our Booyahs. So Bread Boy and everyone are just moving on in. Right, so now we're waiting for that next little snippet of action. Of course, the shots continuing to fly over in towards factory as Grizzly is trying to hold on for dear life. Oh, but gets taken right on down. And now this is where the players from Alpha Crew find themselves in a very challenging position, as YOLO is still looking to gain a position in towards the zone. But that the danger zone is going to be doing quite a bit. Of course, our winner for the Airbuds, or the Freebuds rather, Freebuds 4i, is going to be going to... yeah, it's going to you. Well done, Didi. That's what I'll call you, Didi, because I, again, cannot pronounce the name. Didi is short for the name. The name that we that you just saw on screen, and here it comes again in case you missed it. That's how it's spelled, but I call it Didi. Of course, we see some shots there from Papi as well, shooting their own teammates. But yeah, congratulations to the winner there for the Freebuds 4i. That, of course, is our third pair that we've rather given a second, third, whichever. There's been so many of them that have already gone out. We've gone into bands, we've gone into Freebuds, we've given away a phone, and of course, yes, next up is going to be 185,000 rand in brass money. This is going to be absolutely insane. Of course, well, quite a bit these teams are fighting for, with the top team walking away with 100,000 rand and several prizes also being awarded to the teams finishing up in that second and third position. So this is going to be literally the do or die match. This next few phases that are coming in, this will be the decider to see who's going to be the team to walk away with that. Of course, give me your predictions in the chat. Let me know, who do you think? If you could have any of these teams be the winning team, regardless of the current point situation, right? Who do you think, who would you hope to have win that pole position? Of course, meanwhile, we're going to be jumping on towards our straw hats, as Blank is moving up along that southwestern side of the zone. Well, this is going to be interesting because we've got a YOLO also in a very similar position. In fact, right behind them. So this could maybe be a little bit of a saving grace coming in for the players of Alpha Crew. But of course, let's have a quick look at our leaderboard. Now, this is the leaderboard before we started off this match, right? Dream Crashers sitting on 92 points. No Problem sitting on 78. Alpha Crew sitting on 74. And of course, Yakuza sitting on 73. Now, currently, No Problem still alive with 3 confirms on board, right? The Dream Crashers with 4 players up. sitting with quite a few points on board as well. Currently, I believe that should be about 6 points. Because the players there from Yakuza, they're also still alive. They are now down to Rater, who hasn't found any confirms whatsoever. And of course, Reckless, here from No Problem, going to be looking to get a little bit of Reckless there as they push forward onto the bridge. Up, up, and away. Ooh, look at that. Not quite sure what's going on there, but it could be some easy kills on board for No Problem. As we saw, they were very, very close, sitting up in second place. One good game could be the decider, could be the kicker, but I don't think that the players from the Dream Crushers are going to allow anyone else to step up and crush their dreams. They want that pole slot. They want that pole position. Of course, No Problem are going to be moving in along that southeastern side of the zone. As you can see, Abdul and the rest of the players now making their way on through. We're down to 21 remaining players. Oh, Abdul, is he going to get spotted? I just saw someone holding off to the side. A little bit of a fight. Oh, Abdul getting shot from the side there, as he did not spot the player rotating up alongside them. Oh, Rater does find the hit right up into Shawan. Come on. Oh, down goes Abdul. It is now up to Karma and Reckless to try and hold on. Karma now just trying to get around the vehicles, positioning themselves a little bit closer to that zone. Meanwhile, Reckless is going to try and defend their honor on the edge of zone. We'll be down to 15 alive. Reckless and Karma are going to be fighting for dear life. Players there from the campers now just positioned up on towards the bridge. So the campers camping the bridge. Will they be able to stop the advances coming in here from No Problem? Of course, now trying to give it everything they've got. Meanwhile, we've got a great speed also looking to make a bit of a play. Up comes the Straw Hats already. Quite a considerable amount of kills being landed here for them, as you can see. Just look at those numbers. I mean, that amounts to 11 kills already. No Problem. Having a slight bit of a problem here, as Karma has now rotated and finds themselves right here alongside another opposing team. These last few shots could be all that is needed to put an end to No Problem. Meanwhile, Scott is going to continue to make those plays. Oh, down goes Karma. I don't know if that was Karma, but whatever, that is the way it went. Because the Straw Hat's going to be looking to move in the team there from Great Speed. Also now just on a very similar position as to which we find the players here from Straw Hats in. So it is going to be a 4v4 fight to the finish. One of these two teams are going to be walking away with the booyah. Will it be Great Speed or will it be Straw Hats? Straw Hats definitely having the upper hand with regards to kills, already sitting on 13. And if we look onto the players there from Great Speed, they only have 5. So who's it gonna be? It doesn't look like any of these two teams have a secure position within the zone just yet. Oh, there we go. Nerf Me goes right on down. It is now up to Blank and Xiao to try and make that final play. Of course now, oh, it's going to be so challenging. Who will be able to claim this one? It could maybe be Great Speed, but of course, Boss gets knocked down mid-air. Up comes Kid with the hit, and with that, the shot goes right towards Great Speed. As we know, with Great Speed comes great responsibility as well as nice booyah. So well done, well played. Kin and Co coming in with an absolutely fantastic finish, and also finding a few points, a few kills and such on the board there. We have them sitting on a grand total, I believe, of 9, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely some fantastic plays coming through. But let us know whether or not you think that this was a the way that you think it would have gone, as we can see our scores right there on the screen. Of course, Straw Hats taking that second position, coming in with a few points of their own, definitely trying their utmost to get all the way up to the very, very finish. So some absolutely fantastic, fantastic plays. And what I like to see is that the teams have been holding their own all the way through to the very finish. No one, really letting that prize slide just yet. Everyone's stepping up, looking to be the team to grab the win, the victory. But it does seem like this thing must send. There we go. All right. So now we're just waiting for the scores to be tallied up so we can see who's going to be our team to walk away with that pole position. Of course, we also know that we've got first, second, and third place, being awarded some great prizes. But of course, we are going to be jumping into a quick break. So be sure to stay tuned while we update that leaderboard to show you where everyone is finished. So stay tuned. See you back in a few minutes.
The all-new HUAWEI MateView GT.
The 21:9
34-inch ultra-wide screen.
Extreme curved surround view.
With 165 Hz refresh rate.
There's just so many things you can do on it.
You can do multi-screen collaboration.
Connect your phone.
I can even watch Netflix.
It will lead you into a gaming experience like no other.
Shock your senses with the dual speaker stereo field.
Dual mic intelligent sound pickup.
and, of course, noise reduction.
As well as the sound bar.
Oh, and don't get me started on the super cool touch control volume and lighting adjustment.
Beat your best with the ultimate gaming features. Front sight assist.
Depth field control.
And multiple display modes.
It's on another level, man.
HUAWEI MateView GT.
Surprising vision.
Breaking the horizon.
With top local and international tracks to choose from,
HUAWEI Music is my go-to music app.
It's about the beat.
It's about creating memories.
It's about listening to my tunes my way. Summer your way with HUAWEI Music.
Subscribe now and get 3 months free.
Oh, let me guess.
Hey, stop, stop.
You Drysdale?
Call me Ransom, it's my middle name.
Hey, Celia, what's the weather in Paris tomorrow?
The weather in Paris will be mostly sunny.
Hello and welcome back. All right, so it is time now to see who our victors are. Who's the team that walk away with that ever sought after, highly sought after pole position? So without much further ado, here we are moving straight up in towards it, and it is going to be the Dream Crashers stepping up, claiming themselves the overall Booyah with a beautiful, beautiful performance across these past 5 matches. Now, of course, to give us an idea of how everyone else performed, we're going to be looking at this overall leaderboard. We see the players there from Great Speed putting in a really great effort, finishing up on 99 points in total, with the players there from No Problem swooping in with 91, taking that 3rd place. Of course, Alpha Crew securing themselves 4th with 90 points. 10 points behind that, we find Yakuza, as well as the Campus, the Straw Hats, Death Path, Expandables, Alpha Pack, Lost Army, and then, of course, the Godly Noobs coming in. So all 12 teams really stepping up, having their chance, having their swing at things. But as we saw, it was a runaway performance coming in by the players there of the Dream Crashers. So a big congrats going out to them. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. But of course, well, I said in the beginning that, you know, we're going to have to keep an eye on some of these teams. And I'm really satisfied to see that a lot of these teams really stepped up and they did not disappoint us. They delivered all the way through. But with that, it is going to be bringing us to the end of the broadcast and the end to the action here today. As I want to firstly thank all of you for tuning in and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Of course, a big congrats going out to all our winners in the chat for walking away with a few of those prizes. And none of that would have been made possible without the sponsors, which of course is HUAWEI App Gallery, bringing us this absolutely fantastic, fantastic event. So big shout out going to everyone involved in this. Much love to HUAWEI App Gallery. And of course, be sure to keep your eyes out for next year, where we'll have even more action coming straight to your screens. But on that note,